No.
What is three responsibilities that women that are tangible, that are not intangible, that women do for men? And I'm not talking motivating, inspiring, nurturing, all those
that are imposed or assumed. None.
So right, so you would believe that what so that if you say that, right, we both concede to that. What can they do better that is tangible? What can be a tangible responsibility that women can have where they can have successful relationships with brothers?
Show appreciation for that man excelling at meeting his responsibilities.
No, I'm saying a tangible responsibility. Showing appreciation is still intangible. Me showing, Aaron, if you do right now, I could appreciate you for having this conversation. What is a tangible responsibility that they can do?
Showing appreciation can be like making my favorite meal when I'm least expecting it.
Okay, making your
like learning me, knowing me, so that she can, tailor my experience with her based on my proclivities and sensibilities, not some blanket. Okay. So she would have to study me. She would have to be a student of me.
Okay. How about you, Shai? What do you think women can work on?
I mean, it's a lot of different things I can work on. Can I speak about me personally and kind of what I focus on? Because again, what's difficult for me to have these conversations because I don't always think macro. I think I don't have enough bandwidth to think about the problems of the world. So for me personally, one of the things that I focus on in my household, I want a woman that has the ability to nourish.
Okay.
So it's very important to me. So when it comes to food, when it comes to medicine, I personally try to figure these things out to get a better understanding. So I don't rely on the healthcare system. The woman that I have to add to that.
Right.
That's something has become very important. The way she prepares, what type of food she like, is it going to increase our health, our vitality? This is kind of like a deal breaker for me.
So a healing woman.
Exactly.
A woman who adds to your life.
Right.
So how many women have you met? A lot of women like that in your life?
Actually, yes. I haven't had a lot of relationships, but most of the women I've met when we had these conversations, if it's not something that they are already doing, they're open to improving on. They're not resistant to me saying, "Hey, we need to, learn more about herbs and stuff like that." So yeah.
But what if she doesn't want to listen to you? What can you do about it?
Well, stage left.
When she doesn't want to listen to me, well, I think she doesn't want to listen to me. We don't make it past the talk and getting to know each other stage. We don't get in a relationship without her wanting to listen to me.
But how do we
walk away? So leave ass at a restaurant. That's what you do. Don't continue to put up with it. Why continue to accept that bullshit if she's not willing to do that? Let me answer your question, Ali. So one of the things I think sisters need to do is an attitude towards men. Period. Well, let's keep it on us, black men. Period. Because what I'm seeing now, the attitude towards black men is very disrespectful, and I don't understand it. The way we came up, there's no way you could have got it with that. If your daughters or your sister or your friend was talking like that, man, your grandmother would smack you in your mouth and check you on the spot. You cannot be talking like that to a man because you don't know the capability the man could do to you if he decides to put his hands on you or if he decides to raise up and do something to you. So why would you put yourself in that situation? That's how we came up in the South where I'm from. So with that being said, yeah, the attitudes are bad. But Rashad, hardly the problem is if she's doing these things and you're not in agreement with you, and if she's not your wife, hopefully you don't have a saying I do and you married and she started doing this before then. And you still accept it. See, that was a red flag on your part that you chose to avoid. Why? Because she had a nice ass and big breasts. Bypass all that bullshit. What's going on between the goddamn ears? And if she ain't got nothing in her episode, leave her ass alone. I think my man Clip said she's retarded. Leave her retarded ass alone. Don't deal with her. And if a woman is not doing what you're looking for, move on, man. Don't be afraid to move on and keep it moving. But if you're going to stay there, then that's on you, dog. You got to accept whatever consequences come with it.
We agree on the platitude of leaving, right? Now, what do we do in reality?
Thank you.
When you fall in love, when you like her, when you don't got a bunch of women around there, you invested, you married, you got a kid, right? Because people are having evolutions. First 2 years, you're in a honeymoon phase, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, right? Postpartum, right? You lose your job. Y'all struggling. It's so many things happening, right? And so now the disposition starts to change. So what do you actually do? Because don't act like niggas don't be in love.
you start working through things.
Me right now, I crash out over my wife. It is what it is. I just gotta handle that. That's just I just am like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just like that. I can't. Maybe I'll grow up, but I don't know. I don't know. You know.
But that's a great.
So
that's a great.
But you see what I'm saying? So what's the actual thing, right?
Right. Like she was doing everything you were asking.
Initially,
like,
right?
She was doing everything. That what Hamp was saying. Walk it down. She was doing everything you were asking.
Yeah,
and now
then
all of a sudden she's changed.
Things start to change, right?
So
Because familiarity. But let me lay these things out, right? Familiarity breeds contempt, right? People often take things for granted. They get used to it, right? Sex ain't the same as it used to be. You got kids running around. You got life really lifing. Now the attitude done changed. What do you actually do?
So can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, so I mean, research, of course, what caused the change, right? And then start from there. But first, I would just so we're clear, a conversation would have had in the beginning that the purpose here is to always strive to get better and to never take the foot off the gas. Understanding that nobody's perfect, it might happen. But we're going to have a conversation at one point in the future where it's like, all right, you're getting complacent. Like, we got to always try to be better for each other. Now, at that point, when something has happened, try to assess it, see if you can eliminate it. And if you can't, you would have to think about a way to impart something to disincentivize whatever it is that she's doing.
You know, my brother used to do this, right? My father I'll yell at him, do something. My father say, no, you do it. You know, my brother say, yeah, nigga, go do that shit, nigga. Right? Because now he got leverage because my father told me to do it. And I'm mad as a motherfucker because I really told him to do it. So now, are we all privy to the laws of the land? Women included?
Mm-hmm.
So let's assess it, right? And we're not saying they all this carnal minded. But I just seen Shumpert get hit with a fucking honey bun, nigga.
Who's that? What happened?
It's just a divorce hearing, right? So, and I'm just like, let's just really think through it. Like, if all these things are happening inside of a relationship, which generally speaking, you lose leverage, how do you actually deal with certain type of conduct?
So now, if that's your wife, right? If that's your wife, then you gonna have to extend some grace, and you gonna have to have some serious. You got to have some serious conversations with her and remind her, hey. I don't know what's going on with you. I don't know what's all of a sudden for this attitude change. You're going through menopause, whatever the case may be. We need to get it back to where we was before. And this ain't going to help us continue to be successful. If we want to be successful, we got to correct this. We got to adjust this. We got to make whatever changes we need to make. Whether it's something that I'm doing or that I'm not doing, or there's something you got going on that we need to talk about, we need to address this. And you got to give her grace in order for some time, in order for her to make them adjustments. You can't just be quick to, oh, fuck it. It's been 1 month. You ain't did it. Get the fuck out. Now, you can't do that. It's your wife.
You know what Hank this is what Hank just told us, right? And I love you, right? Take that shit on the chin, nigga. No. Keep it tall, right? Take that shit on the chin, right? Because you're gonna have to, and when you say grace, I like the word grace. It's a pretty word. But you're gonna have to concede, you're gonna have to acquiesce, you're gonna have to take that shit on the chin, Paul.
He heard what I heard. It's suck it up, take it. We can't check the women. Men can't check the no, Aaron. That's exactly what nothing any of y'all say, and we grown men. Hold on, I don't mean you. Is what Hamp kind of took from it. Hold on, let me.
No, it's bigger than us. It's bigger than everybody saying here.
I'm not talking about you, Hank, personally. I'm not even talking about your situation.
Okay, I got to go ahead.
What men will say is either leave or try to correct it, but you saying just take it on the chin. It's not. No, we are grown men. There's no solution for the woman. There's nothing being directed at the women. I give you an example too of what's unrealistic. If all the brothers right here was married and had a woman, your woman said, "Hey, babe, whenever we go out, will you please front the bill and cover the bill? Matter of fact, I may want to go start eating 3-4 days out the week. Would you cover the bill?" What would most men say?
No.
Well, yeah, but
I never. keep it tall. All right, let's keep it tall, right? Because I ain't staying for the rest of. Yo, niggas is saying, Ali, if my wife, because she cooked for the most part, right?
Right.
But any day she like, hey, can we order something? I'm like, go ahead.
Right. That's all. If your wife, when you go out, if your wife say, please front the bill every single time, well, most
you
men
said
say,
my bad. I misheard.
No, will you front the bill? Yes or no?
Problem. No problem.
No problem.
I don't even have no expectation otherwise.
Yeah, my wife, one woman don't even ask that. Right? It's actually expected.
If most men in their household come to their house, hold on. Hey, babe, just a man, because man happiness don't really mean nothing. I would like for you to cook Monday through Friday. What do you think most women would say to tell those brothers? And please, without using a good woman or a bad woman, what would most women tell that man?
I
don't think that most women are actually carrying on that activity. So most women would probably be like, yeah, no, I'm not signing up for that.
Thank you. Anybody else can answer that question, please?
Yeah. So if I ask my woman to do that, she will be willing to do it. Now, is she gonna cook a Monday through Friday?
Not your woman. And see, that's another thing that's important about what you're saying. We are open to her not cooking Monday through Friday, but she's not open to you not paying the bill every time y'all go out. There is nothing most men will not do for the woman that they love. The list goes on to the sky. But when it's turned around,
yeah, Ali, are you asking the women to actually love us like we love them?
Oh yeah, I am asking that kind of. No, they don't have to. They don't have to love us the same way, but they can love us when we ask.
No, Ali, I'm saying we all know that they're not gonna actually acquiesce like we do for us to them, right?
That's what I'm saying. These conversations become unrealistic. The conversations become unrealistic because most men will acquiesce. Peace will acquiesce.
So what do you think is realistic?
What's happening right now when men start shaming brothers, telling them to practice discipline? You smash till you find your wife, like most men on the panel did.
Ali, I think what's happening is when you presented,
y'all didn't smash. Hold on. Who on this panel did not smash before they found their wife? First, before Ali is disingenuous.
Are you asking us leading ass questions?
Mr. William, I ain't trying. I'm just trying to have a conversation.
Man.
Let me know if it triggers you.
Let's go.
I'm a grown man, so I don't get triggered.
I'm asking y'all. Y'all tell them brothers to practice.
What's the question? What's the question? I didn't hear it.
Some goofy shit.
I want to know who didn't smash their wife before marriage.
How many?
No, who wasn't smashing all together?
No. So this is what I'm.
What's the question?
The market is now smashing till you find your wife. It's not find a woman who's virtuous or has chastity and find a virgin and you get your wife. So I'm asking the brothers who on this panel, when they advocating brothers to practice D-discipline and forgetting that women should practice P-discipline and have autonomy over their bodies because that's their resource. Who on the panel did the same thing? Who practiced D-discipline before they married their wife?
None of them.
So yeah, I don't think that matters because we already established that.
No, it does matter. Can you answer the question before you say that?
No, we established body counts don't matter no more. That's what you said earlier.
So then why we perfect?
She had 3 bodies. That's perfect. A lot of bodies, right?
Hey, Ham. Can we start doing a killer talking point like you be doing? If we telling women their body count they don't matter, why do we keep telling brothers to practice D-discipline?
All right, stop right there. So
those things don't. They have to coincide. That doesn't coincide. The body count has to matter.
Who said
brothers
that,
brother? A lot of brothers will say the body count.
Brothers, put a name on it. Who up here said something about D-discipline?
Who? You be talking about D-discipline, he?
No, you ain't never heard me talk about D-discipline.
And talk about who? Most of the brothers like. So brothers shouldn't practice D-discipline.
Ali,
who you talking to, Ali? Me or Aaron?
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let's restart this. Should men
put a name on it then? That's all I'm asking. Who's talking like that?
Because I don't make it. I don't do the personals no more. I don't do that no more.
Well, you said us brothers up here, but then you ain't gonna pay for the brother who said that. That's what I'm trying to figure out. If you gonna say that, say what it is.
Brothers. Hank, I said brothers who come up here. You keep personalizing it. I keep telling you it's not about you, Hank. Should brothers practice D-discipline?
Yes.
Why if we don't know their body count?
Body count matters.
But we don't know their body count.
I know, but it still matters.
But we don't know it.
But what does that mean though? So we should not. What is? I guess Ali. My question is.
This is why I'm saying. This is why when you ask that.
What?
You got your woman not practicing. Everybody on this panel got their woman not practicing D-discipline.
Yeah, I was wilding. I think so. My reason why I would recommend that they do is because the difficulty in a monogamous relationship is like tenfold when you have that type of behavior. So there's things that I like wrestle with, go through, right? The things that make things harder because I learned how to manipulate women for sex, right? So I guess I would be versed at that part, right? But in terms of navigating all the things women need, I didn't learn a whole lot based on those escapades.
Okay, let's rewind.
It had a cost.
More. Last part.
On,
more of what I learned is from my belief system that has helped me more in the marriage.
Okay, so let's say you were a virgin.
Yeah.
What did you get if you get a wife that had 20 bodies?
What did I get? Sorry.
Yes.
A promiscuous woman.
So what is the point?
So what you're doing is
hold on. Let me just finish, right? So, Ali, I think that the one thing that gives me cause for pause is predicating my behavior on what the woman does. Right. So I want to have the best behavior because that's what I want to do, regardless of the modus operandi of the women. Although, to your point, the majority of it is probably unbecoming in comparison to mine. I'm going to still uphold my standards regardless of everything around me.
But it's still a risk, not just because of bodies. But let me ask you this: if I was a broke brother, till I was 45 years old, and I was going to get with one of your daughters, and I say, hey, Mr. Ann, I promise next year I'm gonna have my things together. Would you trust me?
At 45, no.
So when brothers are wifing today's women, they spelled all their relationships instead of that relationship, except for that last relationship they're in now. What would you assume, Hemp, if I got with a woman who had 20 bodies, that I'm doing what she wants me to do, or she's doing what I want her to do? What would you, as a rational brother in your mind, think?
Sexually?
No. For the relationship.
So the discipline. So this is what I surmise because it's interesting. I think. Let me answer, and then if I'm wrong, correct me.
You know what I'm asking. Okay, go ahead.
I think I do, right?
Okay.
And so the man who has been disciplined, let's say he on his AC Green shit. Remember AC Green? Yeah. Right. So he's uberly disciplined. Yep. Now, one thing I see when I assess people being overweight, like even me, right? I still got to work harder, to get down. But overweight is not just I don't like how you look. It's also talks about like your character, your discipline, right? And so if that man is disciplined, y'all know I usually say how you do anything is how you do everything. So I think that man is less likely to acquiesce because he hasn't been acquiescing for women his entire life. So I think he'll have a better structure opportunity. Now, sexually, she probably gonna be busting his ass, Paul.
No, you was practicing discipline.
That's what I'm saying. The guy who was practicing dick discipline, that discipline factor permeates throughout his behavior.
This is what I'm asking you.
Okay, go ahead.
You were about to get with a woman that all of us smashed, and she didn't cooperate with none of them. So if you got it, and we met her, me and you talking, we just walk, hey man, yo, bro, we know her, yo. Everybody smashed that. Me and you just chilling. Damn. Would we think that he got her because she's listening to him, or would we think he's listening to her? Oh, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, if he got the heads up and all that, and y'all already have experience with how unbecoming her behavior is, she in control of that relationship.
So that's why I'm asking when brothers talking about success. Most men who get married got to the last woman. You were her last guy. You were her last guy. So would we think that most men got that woman because she listened to him or he listened to her?
You're right.
Like a rational mind.
You're right.
Feed the flesh. Yes. It was feeding my flesh. Mm-hmm. It was and whatever I could do to get what I wanted, I did. Wow. I did. I could be whoever you wanted me to be. Wow. It was a chameleon spirit. I could be, because that spirit is deceptive. It is rooted in deception. Wow. It is rooted in deception. I was manipulative.
Talk.
I was very manipulative.
What did that look like for a woman to be manipulative?
Oh, I'm going to tell you what you want to hear. And I'm going to act like I'm so in love with you. But the truth is, I don't love you, because to love somebody, you have to respect them. Ooh. And respect comes from trust. I can't respect something I can't trust.
Wow.
Right? Oh, and even though respect is given and trust is earned, they go hand in hand. They're in tandem.
Yeah.
So manipulation looks like, nah, the truth is, we're dating and I'm comfortable here, but I know I'm not going to settle here because you are You're loyal to me, but I'm loyal to myself.
Oh my.
So you never felt connection, you only felt attachment. And now I understand from this whole catch and release generation that the fact that I am starving you and depriving you of emotional fulfillment and spiritual security, and I am depriving you of the desire that you have to take it to the next level, the covenant. Do you know how many people asked me to marry them? And I laughed. Like, oh, would you marry? Not ask me, like get down on a knee, but hey, so would you get married? No, I don't think so. No. And it's funny because then when I got saved, that's all I want. Isn't it funny?
Oh my gosh.
The very thing you hate, you become.
Wow. But I never heard that. You weren't connected. You were, that wasn't connection. That was attachment.
We're not connected. It was attachment. You were attached to me. I wasn't connected to you.
Oh.
It was very self-serving. It was narcissistic.
Oh my God.
It comes from a place that I needed to be the source. I loved the fact that because I cook, I clean, I'm faithful, I'm loyal. I am a wife, but I don't know how to carry the spirit of wife. I know how to be, I'm a wife in my characteristics, but I'm not a wife in my spirit. Like I don't have the desire to submit. I know what to do, but I don't trust you enough to submit and to release that authority, which is what the man is, the head.
Like the video, hit subscribe, and show love to Ali at $Ilkan.